Y'all see what y'all
Oh,
doing.
shit.
Sir.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, welcome to the Bucket Discussions Pod, man. We about to get into it today. I want to give a special shout out to my boy Clip City, my boy Jacob, the realest Clipper fans. You all got it tatted on him.
For life. You already know.
Pod, man. We really about to get into it. Hey, bro, go ahead and tell us how you really feeling.
Well, shit, bro. Off the rip, I mean, shit. Me and you was talking in the middle of the game. You thought I was over too. Like, I thought the game was just a wrap after halftime. But after what we seen Terrance Mann do, bro, that shit was just honestly inspirational as hell. It's his second year. This man had like 20. I want to say like 26 points at halftime or some shit like that. I don't even remember, bro, the specific stats because like that game was just insane, bro. Like the whole entire game from like the third quarter with about 6 minutes left, just from the ending minute from the fourth quarter. That shit was insane. I don't even know what to say honestly, but Nicholas Batum, that dude, he came up huge for us. Fucking obviously Terrance Mann was huge. PG, that shit was hurtful at like the first quarter, bro, because he was struggling. I don't know if y'all was watching the game, but like that shit was kind of hurt. Yeah, that shit was hurting my soul watching him just like miss those shots. I was like, this isn't gonna be good for us. Cause if we didn't get PG rolling at first, like I figured that was just gonna be a long night for us. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, bro, he came up big in the second half. You know what I'm saying? PG deserves his props. I think from everyone, you know what I'm saying, on Twitter, all that bullshit. I think the pandemic P jokes, they have to just be gone for real, bro. Because that shit, he came up big, bro. He came up big to take the Clippers to the first Western Conference Finals. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts.
And then, bro, another thing, the Jazz came out hitting everything again.
Yes, sir.
And the game. And the Clippers, bro, they weathered the storm and they stayed in the game and they broke it open at the end. So we gotta give them their props for that. Shout out Ty Lue. He did his thing.
Hey, it low-key hurt me a little bit because that's my nephew to see Donovan Mitchell just down.
Shout out Mitch for sure.
Yeah, thanks.
Space, bro. He really is hooping, bro. I really feel for him. So clap it up for bro. He really been hooping, bro. We're gonna give him a little clap, bro, because
bro.
I see him go, I was like, damn, bro. Right now, he's the only one on this court that looked like he really like. I like to see when players got their emotions into it, like
he's trying to do something for real.
They lose, bro. I like that look, bro. But I just feel bad for bro. After he really
man.
And then hey, the Jazz, can you give my man some help? Hey, shout out him and Jordan Clarkson. They were hooping.
Yes.
But let's talk about Rudy, man. Defensive player of the year. Getting torched.
Let's be
whoever offense, they was abusing, bro.
Yeah, bro. This shit's
let's give it up to Tyronn Lue too. Because he made the game plan. Most players or most coaches is coming out. We staying away from Rudy. We not gonna go Rudy's way. No, they said we want Rudy. Bring Rudy ass out here. We going small ball. Let's see if he can play some defense.
He can play defense.
He cannot play defense. That's what they basically showed everybody. Rudy's
especially on the perimeter.
Like that.
Especially on the perimeter. Because facts, bro. That shit was just ridiculous. But as you guys seen in that second quarter when Jordan Clarkson hit those 3 free throws, you guys remember that call that got overturned, even though it looked like a clean block, didn't it? On Nicholas Batum, that looked like a clean block, didn't it? That shit was crazy to me. But I feel like those 3 free throws Jordan Clarkson had just gave him all the confidence he needed to see the ball go through the bucket. Because after that, that's when he went on that like 18-point scoring run and got them up 20 by himself.
In a quarter, bro.
He single-handedly carried the Jazz that 20-point lead. So without Jordan Clarkson, man, the Jazz probably would obviously not have made it this far. But Jordan Clarkson definitely deserves a lot of that credit too. I think he's definitely a top 10 bucket getter in this league after what I just seen last night. Because I know they lost and I know the Clippers came back, but he definitely deserves his credit, man. Yeah. Jordan Clarkson's a bucket.
All right, now let's talk about the players off the Clippers.
Hey, we got to get into that, dog. Got to.
A lot of people showed up. They said we're not losing Kawhi out. That's cool.
Actually, hold on, bro. I seen a graphic yesterday. I was watching the game. Terrance Mann, 39 points. Reggie Jackson had 27. PG had like 28, bro. Then Pat Bev had like 13 or something like that. Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Well balanced.
And let's talk about that fourth quarter, dog. I said, bro, if I see one more person hit the three, bro, I'm leaving, bro. This is crazy. Like
that hurt your soul when it's
damn, bro. They were not missing no shots at all, bro. I'm like, this is ridiculous, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the Jazz and the freaking Clippers, they just like switched momentum from like the beginning of the game to the second half. It was like the Jazz was hot the first, and then the Clippers was hot the second. And obviously, it was enough to get us back in that game and win it for us. And man, that's what they needed to do because there was no way that they were trying to go back to Utah. You know what I'm saying? Because that hostile environment, that shit ain't worth playing in, man.
Absolutely.
And then Reggie Jackson, we got to shout him out too because Reggie been balling these last few games, dog. And
he's looking like a good starting point guard.
Bro. 99 confidence, bro.
Facts. The shot making ability he had during just the whole playoff so far has been ridiculous. Like all the shots he's hit off the side of the glass, it's just ridiculous. Especially over Rudy Gobert, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, of course.
Yeah, I see him take Rudy off the dribble a couple times. I'm like, yeah, he's not looking too good right now. And you can tell he's losing his confidence on defense. You keep getting abused over and over and over, bro. You gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah, that attack took him out the game mentally. When I was looking, I was like, okay. It looked like right now, it's bad. Like I ain't never had the experience when everybody like, hey, I want him, and they switching you, they trying to get you. I ain't never had that experience. But just looking at it, it's like, damn.
And real talk, bro, that's demoralizing for your teammates to see, like, bro, you're our best defensive player, and he's getting torched right now. So, what you think what you think they're gonna do to me, dog, if I go up there? So,
Defensive Player of the Year, I guess.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
But Terrance Mann
having the way.
But congratulations, man. I'm happy to see your team in the Western Conference Finals. We're gonna get into it later into the show, bro. They play the Suns Sunday night. So Sunday at 3:30. My fault. Sunday at 3:30.
No, you good? Hell yeah, bro.
We're gonna get into that later, but I just want to say congratulations. Shout out Jacob Rain.
Appreciate that, man. Yes, sir. We did it. We did it.
Sir. So all the way, man. That's all I gotta say. Let's go all the way. But let's get into it, man. We're gonna go ahead and segue. Actually, hold on. Wait, my fault. Let's acknowledge Terrance Mann real quick. 39 points.
Acknowledge him. 7 threes.
Second-year player.
7 for 10, bro. 7 for 10.
He missed 70%.
Hey, bro, y'all see at the end of the game, though, that man caught it. He like, damn, they're not going to guard me? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. On the baseline, I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
That's crazy, bro. He felt disrespected.
That's when you could tell when someone really hot, when it's just like, I don't know, it's just like this look they get. Like when he caught that ball, he's like, damn, they for real right now?
He's like, they just gonna leave it to me.
Wow, bro. Crazy.
When you get that many buckets like that, bro, and you see it's low-key disrespectful, low-key.
Hey, bro, but let's segue into this Hawks and 76ers series. That was probably one of the craziest playoffs games that I watched in a long time, bro.
Thanks.
I left. I said, damn, this game's over with. I came back. I'm like,
that's what I said.
Hawks got the game this close. I said, all right, let me tap in.
That shit was crazy, bro.
They went up 3-2. Next game, they lost, but it was real close too. So I think the 76ers lost some confidence, bro, in this series. Game 7 is going to be real interesting, but I just want to see what happens. Even if they do win, I don't think they're going to be the same team, the 76ers, just because they were supposed to dominate the Hawks, bro. The Hawks have hella injuries going on right now, and I just feel like Joel Embiid, he did his thing. They up 20, and then to blow that lead. And then Ben Simmons, Doc Rivers, I feel like they're in their own heads right now. Their confidence is low. We're going to get into free throw shooting later, but Ben Simmons, they've been hacking them all game, just letting them go to the line and just brick. So, yeah. What's y'all feelings on that series, though? They're going to 7, game 7. How do y'all feel about that?
Game 7 tonight at 7. Or tomorrow at 7, my fault.
Yeah.
I got Atlanta. I don't know. Just the Trae Young, like
Trae Young confident, bro.
It's hard to bet against him.
Like maybe I get caught up in people's confidence, but bro, just the way he hoop, it's giving me the little bit more edge over them, especially like when we talk free throws, very very overlooked but crucial part of the game. Because if you can't hit your free throws, that's when you come in. Like your team in the locker room, they're looking at the stat like, damn, we missed 20 free throws. Yes, 20 points, you would have been up. You would have won the game. But I got ATL winning it.
Hell yeah, man. Not a bad decision. Shit, personally, bro, I do have a Philly winning this one, mainly just because it's in Philly. But honestly, anything can happen, man. I've been trying to tell people Doc Rivers is one of the most overrated coaches in NBA history, bro. He was with the Clippers almost a whole decade and didn't get to the Western Conference Final once. You tell me Ty Lue did that in 1 year without our best player? Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's probably the Sixers' biggest problem is their lack of ability to make adjustments because as you guys seen in what was it, game 5, I believe. I think it was Seth Curry and Joel Embiid were the only players to have a field goal in the second half. That's just unacceptable when you have Tobias Harris out there, when you have players like Danny Green who can shoot. Even Tyrese Maxey's an all right player. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say he's a great offensive player, but defensively, him and who's the other guard on the Sixers? He was on the defensive all defensive team.
Damn.
Something Bully, bro. I forgot his name.
He's Dibble.
Yeah, that's who it is. There he is. But hell yeah, man. They had him out there where they could throw him on Trae Young as well. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna have to see, man. Like you said, Taj, the Sixers, bro. It looks like they lost all confidence, bro. Like straight up.
But yeah, let's talk about. Speaking on that, hold on. Let me tell you, I got ATL on 7, but let's talk about Trae Young. Bro, he's kind of like you said, he was giving you Curry vibes, bro. He's kind of giving me Black Mamba vibes, bro.
Yes.
Like he's not shooting efficient at all, bro. But like he doesn't care. Like he's getting to the line. That last game, he had 17 free throws, bro. And Trae Young is how tall? He's barely 6 foot.
Yeah,
6 foot, 6'1", and he's doing whatever he needs to get his team.
He's putting points on
at the end of the game. So
yeah, he's putting points on the board. Whether it's him, he getting the ball to somebody else, he putting points on the board. That's the thing I like about him.
And we seen Kobe in the finals, bro. He didn't ball out every game, but he did what he needed to do to win. Whether that was grabbing rebounds, getting to the free throw line, putting up 10 for 20. He don't care, bro. Like he trying to win, and that's what I'm seeing from Trae Young right now. So I gotta give him his props. I really didn't see this in him, but shout out Trae Young, man.
And it looks like
and them shooters in ATL.
It looks like Trae kind of thrives in like that opposing environment. Like when he was in New York, and they was like, "Fuck Trae Young" and all that. Like they showing flashbacks to his high school, the videos when he was hooping in high school. Like I think he kind of thrives off that. He likes hearing people say, "You can't do this," or "He sucked." Come back, win the game, give you 30, give you 20, give you a couple assists. Like I feel like that's why I'm pushing for him to win in 7, because I feel like he'll get to Philly fans wild. He'll just start getting.
That's a good point, bro. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good point, man. Trae Young, he's like you said, Taj. He's been phenomenal. He brings like that Kobe and Curry vibe, where it's just like even if he does miss, he's still going to continue shooting just because he has that confidence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which is awesome to see, especially from a young player like that this is his first time making the playoffs.
Is this like his 3rd or 4th year or something like that?
In the league?
Yeah, in the league, bro. He's not that old for real.
Yeah, I think him and Luka
first time in the
same draft.
Yeah,
bro, that's insane. It's insane what he's doing for his first year. Honestly, like we said, I think last episode, me and you were talking about how like we were low-key kind of sleeping on him just because I mean they have a deep roster, but like we just didn't expect them to get this far, especially like taking the 76ers to a game 7 is really impressive, whether they lose or win.
Exactly.
Facts.
And yeah.
And also, I forgot, bro, about Lou Williams. We got to give props to Lou Williams because he was a part of that spark where they came back in that game. Hey. Lou
Williams is a professional scorer, bro.
Yeah.
For real. That's all he do, man. Like
he that energy off the bench. Hey, you need a bucket? Call me on the hotline.
Bro, I never understood how good he was, bro, until like I actually started watching because like obviously you see Drake make a song about him, 6 man like Lou Will. It's like, what is he talking about? But then I started watching him. I watched them with the Clippers, bro. When y'all went in that little run, I think it was 2018. I'm like,
yes, sir. Took
coming
the
off the
healthy
bench,
Golden
bro.
State Warriors to Game 6,
He
man.
coming off the bench scoring 30, bro. There's a reason why he got 6 man of the year so many times, bro. He's really like,
Trez, hey, bro.
Facts.
Second, but hey, bro. Trez was, yeah, bro.
Man, he was a dog though on the Clippers too, though. I ain't gonna cap.
hey,
Trez
bro.
was
Let's
on the
speak your
Clippers.
mind about Trez, bro.
I
It's
mean,
so
shit. If we
fun.
being honest, I ain't even mad at him anymore. He
I
did what
love
was
Trez,
best for
man.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to hate him because I love his passion. Like I love his. That's why he was honestly my favorite player on the Clippers before he left. I'm not even gonna lie. Like just because I just like the way he came about his game. Obviously, he wasn't the tallest. He wasn't the strongest, but he came out and just played hard every freaking night. And you gotta love that, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
He was a
he
player.
gives a team energy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Facts. Exactly. He brings it out just like Patrick Beverly. They both have the
and
same
then, yeah, bro,
mindset.
that's another thing, bro.
Energy.
Like Patrick Beverly, bro, he's never gonna be no lockdown defender to me, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's only when you're losing, like it's like, damn, this dude goofy as hell. But when you're winning, bro, that really helps you out. Like when you got somebody out there playing hard like that,
Mhm.
he just got to do
That's
nothing
what
but
you need.
he's like, he remind me like Draymond on one of them, bro. Like
You like to have on your team, but
I'm saying, you don't like him when they're gonna get your team, bro. But like secretly, you got respect for him because like he's playing hard as hell. He's gonna get you rebounds, get you steals. He's gonna irritate the other team's best player.
Facts.
So that's why I can't wait to see next series, bro. I feel like
This is gonna be awesome.
CP or D Book, one of them, he's gonna be irritating them all game. So
it's gonna be jitty for real.
I'm gonna love it, man.
but nah, bro. Let's segue. You already got into it a little bit, but is Doc Rivers really the problem?
I personally believe so, bro. He's the only coach to blow 3-1 leads, which has never been done before. I seen a stat that Chris Broussard put up the other day where he's blown 11 15-point leads in the playoffs with 11, and there's no one else even in double digits doing that in the past 25 years. That's just like absurd, bro. Like, to me personally, I think he's the biggest or one of the biggest problems of why the Clippers did choke. I'm not saying he is because he's not the one out there shooting the shots, you know what I'm saying, on the court, but he's the one that's making the adjustments, having the same player after this, like after games that we keep losing. It's like it's so obvious, you know. It's just ridiculous. I personally believe he's the problem. Though, to answer your question.
Okay, I respect that, man. But Doc Rivers,
how you feel?
Up, bro, he was probably like one of the only black coaches that like I actually remember in the league.
Thanks.
So that's why I kind of don't want to go in on him too much. But it's like,
no, he's a good dude.
Same thing over and over, bro. It's like, bro,
it's just ridiculous.
Nominated as you, bro. So, I mean, he won that one with the Celtics, bro, and that was probably one of the first finals I ever watched in my life because I was young as hell. My dad's a Lakers fan, so we were tapped in. But,
hell yeah.
But Doc Rivers, it's kind of sad to see that it keeps happening. But it's got to be something like, is he not like getting to the players or what? Because like to blow a lead like that, that means you lost focus or something, bro. Because I have a 3-point lead in a game, and I never played in the league, bro. But you can't get that up, man. You got to finish the game off.
So, exactly, man.
Yeah, bro. How you feeling about that?
Doc, I think, like you said, he was one of the only black coaches, but I feel like whether there's underrepresentation or not, you either good or you're not at the end of the day. And
fact.
Right now, you're not looking very hot. Like Doc, you're not. He named all the stats. He blown the 3-1 leads. He ain't got to the, like Tyron get here and he do it like this. So it's just like
without our best player.
all that is pointing. Everything points at you, bro. So it's just like I think I'm gonna go Doc the problem, but I hope he can fix it. You know, everybody got to have a balance.
Facts.
Yeah, bro. If they lose Game 7 tomorrow, bro, I think he's gonna get fired. So I wish the best for him, but yeah.
Facts, bro.
And he talk like he got a Popeye's biscuit in his throat.
Bro, like forever, permanently gone.
Instead of Popeye's biscuit.
Yeah, bro. You need to
that man needs some lotion on his voice pipes, man. Nasty ass voice pipes.
Nah, bro, but this is a topic that I'm kind of excited to talk about for real. Like, I asked my dad about it just to see if he had like any thoughts on it. But free throw shooting, bro, it doesn't make no sense to me how I see like top players in the league, not even top players, but just players in the NBA, bro, professional basketball players not being able to hit a free throw.
let's get into this for real.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and start it off.
I got a lot to say about this just because growing up, I was a big Steph Curry, still am, Klay Thompson fan. And I know y'all watch Sports Science.
Yeah.
Like YouTube, Sports Science, ESPN. I forgot the dude's name, but like just watching like how they did an experiment with Klay Thompson and he's shooting threes and they're cutting the lights off so he can't see the rim when he shoots and he's still knocking them down. It's not a free throw, but it's just like when we talking free throws, I think it's to the point where you either have it or you don't. Like growing up, did you work on that? Like that's something I feel like you have to have as a kid, you have to work on. Like whether your mechanics off, whether your hand is too big to grip the ball how you want to. I feel like you got to have that like as a kid. Like what's his name? JJ Redick, great 3-point shooter, great shooter overall. He kind of talked about that when I say it was like a Business Insider video a couple years ago came out, but he talked about like when you get to the free throw line, this is a fast-paced game. You're the only one on the line. Everybody's looking at you. And he talked about the mental aspect of shooting free throws. I feel like when it comes to mental, if you have that muscle memory, it's cash. But if you don't, that's why I said it comes from growing up. Have you been shooting that same shot since you was 10, 11? Or have you got to the league and trying to tweak your jumper? I think that plays a big role, but I think it's either you have it or you don't. You can hire a sports psychologist. Your jump either is broke or it's going in.
But yeah, bro, the topic's really been on my mind just like in general, but especially these playoffs. Like a couple of the best players in the playoffs right now, bro, they struggling to hit free throws. Like Ben Simmons, they can't keep him on the floor, bro, because they're just gonna keep hacking him and he's gonna go to the line. He's having trouble hitting them. And then Giannis, I know y'all didn't see it on Facebook, man. How you be on the line for 12 seconds like this is holding the ball.
It's mental. And
yeah,
I'm like, damn, Giannis.
That's one thing JJ Redick touched on in that interview. He was like, damn, I can't remember what he said, but y'all just have to go watch it. But he talked about like he had to shorten his free throw routine because he said when I got there and I was taking too long, that's when you start thinking, oh, is my arm in? Is my arm out? Am I flicking it? He said he had to go shorten his routine so it would be automatic. So he wouldn't think about it as much. Because when you sitting there like this, like Giannis be dribble.
Yeah, we're trying to measure it.
Yeah, like just shoot the ball at the end of the day. Either you're going to make it or you're not. But if you take 20,000 seconds and adjust your elbow, it's not going in because you didn't overthought it too much. Your jumper, especially with a guy like Giannis, he's huge. His hands probably don't comfortably fit on the ball. As far as like shooting mechanics go, his mechanics are terrible. I hate to say it, but mechanics are terrible. So with a dude like Giannis, I don't even know. I couldn't even call it with him. I said, like people say shoot underhanded. I don't really think I wouldn't shoot it underhanded, but I think he just has to find something where he can shorten his routine and kind of get like, okay, I'm higher percentage when I shoot it like this. And I get to practice it over and over and over. Because right now, it's a terrible shot. It's very ugly.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that? Because we're seeing players shoot, like they said, Ben shooting 32% in this series. Like, that's ridiculous, bro. You can't be you can't be a point guard shooting 32% from the line. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, bro. To go off what you said, bro, it really is a mental thing. You just have to sit. You can't just sit there and expect it to go in after 12 seconds of you looking at the rim. You know what I'm saying? That was a big problem for Luka Doncic. Not the time it took to shoot the free throw, but he was still struggling with his free throws as well in that Clippers series, which held him back a lot. I feel like they probably could have won a game, or they probably honestly could have won that series if Luka could have just knocked down his free throws because we sent him to the line a good amount of times. But yeah, like you said, Trey, bro, it really is just all a mental game. Because if you're at the free throw line, you're sitting there staring at the rim, and you're trying to figure out how high you're gonna throw it, how hard you're gonna throw it. You're just overthinking too much. So if you just have a quick motion, take a quick breath, 1, 2, 3 dribble, something like that, and you just throw it up, you have more of a chance of making because you're not sitting there overthinking every single aspect of the shot. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on that, bro.
And then y'all know my favorite player is LeBron, bro. So it seems like every year, bro, he's changing up his routine. And it's like he'll do pretty good for a stretch, and then he'll just revert back to his old ways and then start shooting 60%. And it's like, when you're that great of a player, bro, when you're that great of a player, people are gonna hack you. You're gonna get fouled going and driving to the basket and stuff like that. And but that's like 10 extra points you can add on to your average, bro, if you just hit your free throws. That's free points.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Like you said, bro, you said growing up, that's the first thing, bro. All the old heads tell you,
make a free throw
from the free throw line and then practice on everything else. Because, bro, the free throw, like you said, that unlocks the rest of your game. So you got to be able to knock them down, bro, because that's the most important shot. And my dad used to always tell us, them are free points. That's why it's called a free throw. So you have to knock those down. It don't matter how good you can get to the rim and drive, bro. They're going to hack you. What you going to do when you go to the line? You're not going to knock them down. So you're giving an advantage to the other team. So
exactly, bro.
Yeah, man. It's frustrating to watch, but I don't know, man. I hope they can get this fixed, but I have faith, man. I have faith.
That's a frustration. I feel like once you get into the league, but like I said, like that kind of changed my perspective. Back when I watched that JJ Redick video, he's talking about either you have or don't. I was just like, yeah, bro. Because I always used to say, there's no reason why you should be in the NBA and you cannot make a free throw. Some people, you see him hit shots from – people are hitting shots from damn near half court. You look at Damian Lillard, pull up, a normal shot, and hit it half court. We're talking about a free throw. Nowhere near as far. It's not a 40-foot shot. Just step up to the line and knock down the free throw. But I think we do have to – I do have to consider that mental aspect. So some people don't have that muscle memory connection where they get to the line and they're not 95. Like, look at Steph, a 95% free throw shooter. Not very many people. Steve Nash, Larry Bird, like all these great free throw shooters. Not everybody is like that. Not everybody has a solid muscle memory and has that good form. So that's where I'm gonna leave it at. I'm gonna cut people a little bit of slack that's in the league because the pressure when you get to that line is different.
Man, you spitting facts, bro. You're just spitting facts right there.
Hey, predictions though for the Bucks, or not for the Bucks, for the Bucks and the Nets, Game 7 that comes on tonight, bro. I'm super excited for that, man. I feel like KD's finna ball out. Giannis, he gonna ball out. Chris Middleton's gonna ball out. Everybody gonna be hooping, so it's gonna definitely be may the best man win. So,
it's gonna be a good ass game. You can go first, Trey.
As a big KD fan, he hooped with us.
Killer KD, man.
We know how KD get down when it comes to crunch time.
Walking 50.
Slim Reaper, Killer KD, call him what you want. But when it come crunch time, hey, all I can say is get a hand up and pray it don't go in. Because when he get in that little mode, when he not seeing nobody, and it's just a step up, and I'm looking straight out
that chair.
Hey, ain't nothing you can honestly do with that. I'm gonna give my head nod to KD just because watching him play with us, just that, like, I don't know, it's just like almost like he was like, it was like a super focus almost. Like, I'm here now. Like, hey, if you want to win the game, you're gonna have to beat me. Like when he did it to LeBron, he walked straight into that. He said,
"Hey, bro, I'm glad you said that because I feel my way about him going to the Golden State Warriors. But other than that, bro, like I see people on Facebook like, oh, KD went to Golden State. He's this, he's that. His rings aren't valid. No, bro. If you really watching the game, you'll see that KD's really like that, bro. Like,
yes,
it's clear as day. Like I remember being younger, bro, before I even like really start understanding the game.
Snake.
KD had 54 when he was at OKC. I'm like, you take it for granted, but now I'm starting watching. I'm like, damn, bro, he really just like I really just watched him put up 49, 17, and 10, bro. Like, bro, stop taking it for granted, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all, appreciate greatness, bro, because it's not always gonna be there. Like,
facts.
He's a 7-foot guard, bro. Like, in my opinion, bro, I didn't watch all these old heads, bro. Like, I respect the history of the game, but bro, to my eyes, bro, he the best scorer ever. There's no defense for KD. All you can do is try to hope to slow him down, bro. And that's all you can do, bro. Like you said, once you get in mode, bro, KD in mode, he's shooting over that chair, bro. As in nobody's stopping him, he getting to the rim.
I seen a bro. It said KD in Rucker Park. I said that's how he really looks right now.
That's how he was hooping, yeah.
I said he hooping like he at Rucker, and ain't nobody.
Man, bro, we gotta give him his props too.
Yeah.
I feel like Steve Nash. Shout out to Steve Nash, bro. He's a great player.
Yeah.
Also, he's in over his head right now.
No, let's touch on that because Steve Nash game meant like IQ crazy.
Being a coach, bro.
Being a coach is a little bit different or a lot of bit different, but I think he has that connection with KD, as we've seen in that documentary, that offseason documentary with KD. He was the one training KD. KD was going to go out, work out with him every day. So I think they do have that like outside connection. As far as like personal connection, and when everybody's like making the memes like he don't know what he's doing when he hugged KD on a sideline. I was like, bro, he know what KD capable of. I think I wouldn't say he's in over his head, but I think if he is in over his head, he got one of the best players that can cover it up. Hey, if you look lost, just give KD the damn ball. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thanks.
I just wanted to shout out James Harden too, bro, because like you see the tape on his hamstring, bro. He's clearly not 100%. He's probably not even 60%, but he's out there. He's toughing it out, bro, for his team. Obviously, all they need him to do is go out there and facilitate, because we know KD can bring the ball up and initiate the offense, but you really don't want him doing that all game, because then you lose the scoring from KD, because you don't want him to do everything. So if you got James Harden out there just to take him off the ball for a little bit, and that's good. Like, we don't need James Harden to be Houston Rockets James Harden dropping 50 a game, bro. We just need you to pass the ball around, facilitate, do what you got to do.
That makes.
With that being said, bro, I got Brooklyn in 7. Jeremy, bro, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, bro, pretty much going off what you said. I got Brooklyn just because, I mean, they got KD, you know what I'm saying, and the Bucks don't. And I personally tonight, I don't see Giannis I see him putting up some good numbers, but I don't see him trying to stop KD, you know what I'm saying? Because every time he's out there on the court, I've seen like a statistic where it was like he guarded KD the least amount of minutes out of any other player he's guarded on the Nets this series, which is just unacceptable when you're a former defensive player of the year and you're getting fucked up by one of the best scorers of all time. You know what I'm saying? So I think this game is just going to come down to whether the Bucks play defense and how many shots are the Nets hitting. You know what I'm saying? Because if the Nets can get Joe Harris in a flow early, I feel like facts, bro. I feel like the Nets pretty much got that in the bag. If they get Joe Harris and other key players involved early, I feel like they could definitely put this game away.
But then, like, bro, let's go to the other side too, bro, because I feel like we're not giving enough credit to Giannis, Chris Middleton.
Yeah, Chris Middleton's been he's been very nice this playoffs. He's got same with him and PG, man. They definitely both deserve a little less criticism after this playoffs, whether they win or lose, because the question was, can they put up these numbers in the playoffs, and can they actually be competitive while putting up those numbers? And the answer to that question is yes.
They did it.
So, yes, sir, they did.
And I feel like Giannis gets a lot of people taking shots in his direction, and he doesn't necessarily deserve it, because let's go back in time, bro. Giannis he didn't come in the league as like, oh, the next this, the next that. He worked his way up to get to where he is. That's why I don't want him to buy into all the Twitter hype and like, oh, Giannis, you don't do this, you don't do that. Don't make nobody make you feel bad because you don't play like KD, bro. Because KD, he's one of one, bro. He a unicorn.
Facts. So, yeah, people need to stop comparing them to anyway.
They're not the same.
Their games. No, I know what you're saying, but like I've seen people like trying to, wasn't it Jay Williams or whatever, trying to like compare them to? They're nothing alike. Nothing alike. That man KD can score from anywhere on the floor from within the half court line. That man Giannis, he obviously has a little ways to go offensively, but that's the thing. He's still young. He's still young. He has a lot of potential, and he's still a top 5-6 player in the league.
But I know y'all play 2K, bro. You can't have it all. KD, he has it all. That's not fair. But what happens on 2K, bro? You build your player. You put the skills up, and you get to a certain overall, bro, and then what are you? You either a good shooter or you're a good slasher. Giannis is a super slasher, bro. They cannot stop him from getting to the rim. I feel like Giannis is not the main player to dominate the ball. Like, when I see him bringing up the ball, that's not good, bro, because Giannis, get off the ball, give Drew the ball, give Chris the ball, somebody else, let them initiate. Brandon Forbes off the bench, let him have the ball, bro. You get off the ball, you set screens, you post up, you get to the rim, you dominate, bro. You see Giannis, bro, he puts up 30 in his sleep. So don't buy into what everybody else is telling you to do. You don't need to be taking no threes, bro. Your shot's not even like that, bro. So don't buy into what they're saying, bro. Dominate in where you dominate at, bro. Don't try to keep up with KD because you're going to lose every time. Just do your thing, man. Slash to the rim, play defense, and you'll be all right. Chris Middleton, If he plays like he's been playing, they got a good chance. Drew Holiday's Drew Holiday. You know what he does. We know what he represents. Brook Lopez, all the rest of the Bucks. Just play y'all game, man. Giannis, do what you do, dominate, and they have nobody to stop Giannis from the rim. So I don't know why he keeps settling for the little mid range and the 3-point shots, but
that's what I'm saying, bro.
We'll see. We'll see how he comes out tonight and see if he comes out aggressive. But I
Facts,
won't
man.
be mad at either team winning because I would like to see Giannis do well, but like you said, Brooklyn has KD and the Bucks don't. So
Hey, I'm gonna say it like this. KD and them is gonna win this game. I'm just keep it straight. But I think Jay Will got a lot to blame for what's gonna happen to Giannis tonight.
Yeah.
Got a lot to blame. We told the story. I'm like, damn, if KD was feeling like that, and now when he had that 49-point game, I'm like, okay, now he's showing you like, hey, bro, Giannis is never like me and never will be and never has been, and just don't ever try to make that comparison. So I think, like you said, people need to cut that comparison out. But yeah, Giannis, hey, KD's finna go off tonight. I'm just calling.
But win or lose, bro. Shout out Giannis. He didn't came a long way.
Facts.
Hey, bro, he's an overseas baby. He came from Greece, out the slums.
He got big
him
as fuck, too.
and four brothers is in the league. So, bro, shout out to them, bro. That's a salute.
Yeah, that's legendary shit.
But, bro, let's segue once again. Suns, Clippers. Quick predictions, quick thoughts. Hey, remember CP3 still in COVID-19 protocol. So I hope they can clear him to play, but it's not looking too good right now. But what's y'all quick thoughts on that series?
You go first.
I have to think. I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air with this one because you have to think. Was that Clippers game like an anomaly how they played, or was it something that they can do? If they can do that every night, I think it may be wraps. This is a tough one for real. Because you got to look at what Phoenix brings to the table. They have Aiden inside. They have Book who can go crazy, but without CP, CP was like that missing piece, so to speak, of what they've been missing for so long. As why Book been struggling when he get to these situations. If they have CP, I think it's a more fair matchup. But right now, I'm gonna be honest, I cannot call it. I'm gonna go with just because I seen what like a spark of what the Clippers could be. Because before I said if the Clippers last episode I said if the Clippers make it out of this series, I don't think they'll win it. But after I seen what happened, bro, I don't know, bro. Because that team right there, what they did, I was like, down 25, you face that adversity, that's experience you gain for the next series. Damn, I honestly don't even know who to go with. I'm just go for game one prediction. I'm gonna give it to the Clippers because they just come out.
Cool, bro. Give your game one predictions. No, you don't got to predict the whole series, but give your game one predictions.
Give it to the Clippers.
Yeah, bro. Pretty much what you said. I agree with that, man. I think the Clippers are going to come out and win game one just because they build off that momentum in this previous game. Like that win probably has to feel good. I bet Terrance Mann I bet he's still electric right now. I bet he feels amazing right now. But yeah, man, honestly, this series is going to be tough as hell because this series is pretty much going to be based off to who's the healthiest team. Because if CP3 comes back, personally, as a Clipper, bro, I think I'm gonna give it to the Suns at 5 if Chris Paul comes back, just because he can change a team and he can change a game just by being in the game. He doesn't even have to be that effective. Like in that Lakers series, we seen he wasn't putting up the same numbers, but he was still effective to carry his team to a W. You know what I'm saying? So CP3, bro, if he's in, I think it's a wrap for the Clippers. I just seen the day that Kawhi didn't travel to Phoenix with the Clippers for game 1 and 2. So he's probably going to be still rehabbing. So that could still give him a chance to possibly come back later in the series if the injury isn't as bad as we all think it is. So honestly, bro, for game 1 predictions, I have the Clippers taking this by 9 points in that first game. But it's going to be a tough series overall, bro. It really is, considering D-Book and PG are two of the top tier shot creators, just overall scorers in the league. It's going to be a fun series to watch. But my main question is, who do you guys think is on that Suns team? Who do you guys think has the best chance to stop Paul George?
I'm gonna go with PG, and here's why. Not PG, but Devin Booker. He's not even a defensive player, but I think offensively,
cancel each other out.
Yeah, Devin Booker talks a lot. He talks a lot. He talk crazy a lot. I hear it. I see it in the clips. Devin Booker talks a lot, but I think I kind of see this thing with Paul George where it's kind of like he'll have like this season. He put a tweet out talking about I'm gonna be on y'all ass, but he really wasn't on folks' ass like he should have been if he was putting that tweet out. Like he's like I'm watching the mama mentality. But I think when he gets in those talk situations, it's kind of like damn, he really struggling right now. But I think Book offensively, not even off a defensive perspective, offensively, if Book gets hot and he gets to talking, I could see Paul George kind of be like maybe wavering, kind of getting a struggle, confidence a little shot. I could see that a little bit. I don't think no one can check him defensively though, to be honest.
All right, bro. I'm really excited for this series. First off, let's start on the sidelines, bro. Monty Williams, one of the Coach of the Year candidates, and then Ty Lue. That's gonna be a chess match between them two.
Yeah, fact, bro.
We're gonna see the lineups that they throw out there, the rotations, and just how they play the game. We're gonna see like two of the elite minds in the game go at it. So that's gonna be dope. Like you said, Ty Lue, he's not one to panic easy. So no matter what's going on, he's still gonna be confident in his team and his guys. Monty Williams is not gonna panic either because he played the Lakers in the first round. He swept the Nuggets when I didn't even think they had a chance. So we know he's not gonna panic. So it's gonna be a great series, but without CP3, I just don't see them winning game one. Like y'all gave CP3 his compliments, but I don't think like people really understand how great of a point guard CP3 is. I know people talk about he doesn't have a ring, so he's not top this or he's not top that. Forget all that, man. CP3
baller.
He's not even just that, bro. Like he's a baller, but just his presence on the floor, bro. He calms the whole team down. Devin Booker, you can kind of see Devin Booker. Like I watched in that Lakers series when they got down and CP wasn't in the game and he was hurt because of his shoulder or whatever. But Devin Booker kind of got rushed and he was like, damn, he's trying to get everybody else settled down. And it's just, they look discombobulated. But CP3 is like a coach on the floor. He's a floor general, point guard, whatever you want to call him. He's a coach on the floor, but he has everybody calm down. Then Devin Booker, he can just go over there and play his game and just do what he does, get buckets. He had 47 on us, so. Man. Like you said, CP3 didn't even put up big numbers in the first game against the Lakers. Second game, he had like 8 points, but I mean, he had like 7, 8, 9 assists. He did his thing, and then Denver, he absolutely torched Denver, man. He had 37 points. Shooting that little mid range. That mid range is cash. Hey, the mid range is not dead, bro. I don't care what anybody tell you, it's not dead. But
it's unstoppable.
Without CP3, man, the Clippers, they have 99 confidence right now. They believe in each other. The coach believes in them. You got Steve Ballmer on the sideline.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
So I just feel like without CP3, y'all can go in there and get a win tomorrow. As far as the rest of the series, we're gonna save that for later. But I just want to see PG be that player that we know he is. Like right. I was kind of getting disappointed in seeing like people really just like clowning PG. I'm like, bro, PG really like that. 6'9", he's smooth as hell. On offense, he's one of the top scorers in the game. Defense, I know people say he's an elite wing defender, but I mean, PG's PG, man. Then Terrance Mann, he has newfound confidence. Pat Bev. The whole roster, bro, I feel like they believe in each other. They have a coach that believes in them, and I feel like they're gonna do it tomorrow. The Suns is the same thing as well. They got a coach that believes in them. They have a hell of a roster. I mean, they even got players that have irrational confidence, like Jay Crowder. He's not like that, but he thinks he's like that.
Man.
But to answer your question, bro, you said who are they gonna go at PG? Bro, I agree with you. What you said, Devin Booker can cancel him out just based off scoring. Because I don't know if y'all watch Gilbert Arenas, bro. He kind of nuts, but bro, he really be speaking some facts. Like, Yeah, no chill Gill. Shout out him, man. But on offense, when you have a player that, like, people try to say, like, oh, this player is a defensive liability, or he doesn't do this, or he doesn't do that, bro, that doesn't matter. Because when you have a player like the Lakers, bro, they had 2 or 3 players on the court that really wasn't looking to score. So that makes it easier for the offensive player on defense just to chill. Like, I'm just going to relax because he's not going to shoot the ball. So when they go back on the other end, you getting torched. Like Alex Caruso, Wes Matthews, they're not really looking to do nothing with it. So you're going to get torched on the other end. And that's what Devin Booker and CP3 did. Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, that's what they did. So I just feel like PG, if he really goes out there and dominates like we know he can, there's not going to be nobody that can answer for him. Terrance Mann, I'm not saying he's going to get 39 a game or nothing like that, but just having that confidence is going to help him out a lot. It's going to help the team out a lot. And if Reggie Jackson play like he's been playing these last few games, I just don't see them having really much of a chance to win them all. When you got players like that that's looking to be aggressive and scoring, and then Marcus Morris Sr.,
Nicholas
when
Batum.
He's hella confident too. So, yeah, man. I think the first couple of series, like the Clippers, are kind of like up and down as far as confidence. But now I feel like this is probably the highest their confidence has been. Even the fans, I feel like y'all confidence is all the way up here now. So confidence is one of the most dangerous things that a team like that can have. So I feel like they're really gonna look to dominate tomorrow.
How you think they approach the game? You think they attack DeAndre, go with that small ball again, like they did Rudy? Because DeAndre really he's not like a great defensive presence either. Like
Clip City, bro. Go ahead, speak on that, man.
Shit, bro. Honestly, yeah, that's what I was trying to tell Bronte earlier. I was like, the Clippers basically just showed the whole league how you can actually win with a small ball lineup. You know what I'm saying? Because the Rockets were struggling with that last year with PJ Tucker, but Nicholas Batum, he's been our center, bro. He's honestly a great defensive player. He's gotten a couple blocks this series, but yeah, bro, DeAndre Ayton, I think we're gonna have to take advantage of that, of his size and his speed, because I feel like we can do exactly what we did with Rudy Gobert. Just bring him out to the perimeter, shake him up a little bit, and potentially get someone else open on the 3-point line and just get them an easy shot. You know what I'm saying? But the bad part about the series, or not the bad part, but the thing that could separate the Clippers from the Suns is how long the Suns have had a break. You know what I'm saying? They haven't played for
like
a week.
Yeah,
a week and a half, something like that. So either that's going to give them a good amount of rest, or that's going to have them come back a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? So we're
bro.
Thanks. We're gonna have to see just what happens, how that plays out. But honestly, bro, I feel like this is probably one of the better series that we're gonna see in the playoffs, even with the injuries. Because I feel like
in my opinion, I'd rather be the team that's coming off a win like the Clippers than the team that's been off for a whole week, because the Suns outside of CP3 are kind of young, so they really don't need that much rest. So I feel like I feel like the Clippers got a slight advantage over them just based off that, but we're gonna see what happens, man. But you brought up DeAndre Ayton. Let's speak on that real quick. Players, like, we see a lot of players like DeAndre Ayton and Rudy Gobert and Andre Drummond, those hella big dudes that they're really not trying to come outside the paint. They're just trying to pick and roll to the basket and dunk the ball. And they want to be inside that painted area, bro. They really don't want to come outside. So I feel like when the Clippers were making Rudy Gobert come out and play defense on the perimeter, that's smart as hell. I don't know why more people didn't do that, because, bro, he's uncomfortable out there. He's the only big man that I see really can go on the perimeter and play defense is Anthony Davis. But Anthony Davis is a unicorn also. He can actually move laterally and play defense on smaller guards. But players like that, when you just let them stay inside and they're comfortable and they dominate, like DeAndre Ayton did that to the Lakers, I'm not going to lie. They let that man just catch lobs and get putbacks, and they didn't make him play defense. Obviously, when you're 7 foot, bro, you're gonna block everything when somebody's coming to the rim and you coming from help side, bro, and you like, oh, give me that. They don't even see you coming. So I feel like it's smart ball. I want to see y'all expose DeAndre Ayton, bro, because I really never thought he was that good. I feel like he's limited in what he can do on offense, and then defense. Obviously, you're 7 foot, so you should average like 3 blocks a game. But no shade to him, bro. Shout out to DeAndre Ayton, but I would like to see y'all kind of make him play defense and put him in a pick and roll.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Bro is holding a grudge on him from that Lakers series.
Low key, bro, because it kind of made me mad, man. Give me Jay Crowder.
Man, I don't blame you, bro. Jay Crowder, bro, he be talking too much shit, a little too much shit.
To not
That shit's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you need to relax, my guy. Like, damn. But
it's gonna be a
bro,
fun series though.
Yeah, facts, bro. I was about to just say that's gonna be a really fun series, regardless of who plays or not, whether Kawhi or CP3 does, because we got D-Book and PG playing. That's all we need. It's gonna be entertaining.
Let's speak on how fun this playoffs has been, man. People said without Curry, without LeBron, the ratings are gonna dip. But obviously, if you're a real basketball fan, bro, this has been one of the best playoffs I've seen in a while. Even without LeBron and Curry and all the main players that we're used to seeing in the playoffs, it's been really great to see these young players kind of flourish, bro, and just do their thing. Because like they're the next generation. Obviously, KD, LeBron, Curry, Clay, and all them, they're not gonna play forever. So to see these players actually like stamp themselves in the playoffs and like I actually can do this, like Trae Young, man, I feel like that's my one of my friends or my son or something, bro. Like I'm proud to see that man hoop like that, bro. Like Trae Young, bro. I did not know you had it in you, man. So that's crazy. 39 points in a playoff game, and he didn't even shoot that well. Like that's nuts. Joel Embiid, he's really not like too much of a young player. He came in the league a while back, but I'm proud to see him doing his thing. Who else?
Luka Mitchell too.
Mitch.
Yeah, bro. This is
obviously win or lose, they're gonna be back next year. And this is kind of the new era, bro. Because it's the new era. People are worried about the NBA and like, oh, if this player LeBron leaves, Curry leaves, this player leaves, D Wade retired.
But
we in good hands. The league's in good hands, bro, for a long time. Jason Tatum also. Don't forget about my nephew, my other one, man. Shout out to Lou. He liked that.
Man.
Tay, man. But yeah, man, I'm very excited. This playoff's been very fun, man. Yeah, I'm just excited to see what happens. These finals are going to be crazy because I know a lot of people said we don't want to see Milwaukee or we don't want to see Utah in the finals. So the Suns, teams like that, they're not really popular teams, but we're going to see what they do, man. It's going to be a fun finals regardless.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm excited to see it. The conference finals is going to be electric, man. So I'm excited to see that.
Thanks, bro. It's going to be amazing, man. It's probably going to be a team that hasn't won a championship yet, too, which is pretty exciting to see.
A long time, so it's going to be fun.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, man. Last and final topic. On this podcast, man, we pride ourselves on being real, authentic hoop fans. Actually looking deeper into the box score, not just being a 30-second clip fan.
Yeah.
We actually have like a love for the game. Basketball is probably one of my first favorite sports growing up. Even watching it, I watched it since I was a little kid, but I didn't really get into it until I say probably 14, 15. I started to understand it. I know a lot of people talk about LeBron meat riders, but I fell in love with LeBron. I fell in love with LeBron back in probably like, and pause that, not fell in love, but just his game.
Man, I feel you.
His game, and probably when we went to the Heat and I actually started watching, because my dad always had us watching the finals. Yeah, bro, what's the first finals you seen?
The first finals I've seen? Shit. First finals I've seen. Honestly, I think because I ain't never had cable like that. So
I feel
like
that.
the highlights and shit back then. So the first like actual finals I seen with my own two eyes on television was a good one. It was the Cavs and the Warriors in 2015. That was the first finals I seen with my own two eyes, man. That shit was amazing, bro. It was legendary. I wasn't a Curry fan back there because he was obviously fucking my Clippers up. So yeah, I was pissed. But I mean, it was amazing to see like just how great he was in that 2016 season or 2015, 2016 season. It was insane.
All right, but go ahead and tell us what finals. Obviously, I know what finals you've seen, but go ahead and let us know.
Pretty much everything Lakers, Boston Celtics.
Oh wait, man.
We was watching those.
Any day is possible.
Hey, shout out to Trent, bro. Shout out to Trent, bro, because bro was in there watching Lakers religiously. Every day tuned in. He took us out to eat after the Lakers won.
Yeah, bro, they went to the finals like back-to-back years too.
Bro,
so
that was crazy. hurt when they lost. Shout out to him putting us on that.
But yo, I gotta bring this up though real quick. So I seen on Facebook, I'm looking through my memories, and they said this is like the 5th year anniversary of the 2016 finals. And bro, let's speak on how great that series was, man. Like, that's probably the best series, just from a bias standpoint, that I ever seen in the playoffs, man. Coming back from 3-1. I know you was hurt, bro, that your team got beat, but
Man.
let's talk about the greatness that we seen, not just from LeBron or not just from Curry, but from, like, bro, that really personified playoff basketball to me, bro. Like, gritty, tough performances. You got role players stepping up, doing what they got to do, giving it their all. Like, that was just, like, when you look at playoff basketball in a dictionary, that's what you're going to see, bro. So, yeah, go ahead, bro. Just tell me what y'all felt about that series, man, because I just get goosebumps thinking about it, man.
I'm like,
my guy, LeBron, man. Cleveland, this is for you. Yeah, bro. Back the first championship to Cleveland, man, and Ty Lue's the head coach. So shout out him.
Yes, sir.
But that was nuts, man. Obviously, Curry and them, they came out balling, went up 3-1. And then I feel like this gets lost in it too, man. Like, people just want to say, oh, LeBron carried some bumps to the finals when that's not true. Kyrie Irving, say what you want about him, bro. That man is a killer, bro. Like,
he really is.
Him and LeBron both had 41, bro. Don't forget that. They both had 40s. So
yeah, weren't they the only duo to have a 40 points in like what a playoff game?
Back, bro. Like, they both scored.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what are we watching right now, bro? Like, when you're younger, you don't really understand what you're watching, but now it's just like you look back on it and you like, damn, I feel like I took that for granted a little bit. So
Facts, bro.
I just want to tell the people that's watching this, man, like, appreciate what you're watching. Even with the KD game a couple of days ago, I'm just like, man, like, I just had to sit there and just watch it, like, just appreciate KD for what he is, man. Not even comparison, no comparisons, no nothing like that, but yeah, he's different. Just appreciate what you're seeing, and playoff basketball, it's the greatest basketball you can watch, man. So enjoy it.
You go first.
Yeah, we big smoked that series. I ain't gonna lie, that should still hurt me a little bit. I still got a little anguish towards Draymond getting suspended, but it's cool. You had a lot of iconic moments. The block with LeBron. You obviously had a lot of role players step up. We had we had Iggy, Steph,
Andre Bogut. He got hurt, but he still played.
But
and role players from both sides, honestly, not just from one team. Both sides that stepped up and did their thing, man. So
we have Zaza. Did we have Zaza? Didn't Zaza do some dirty-ish?
Yeah, y'all had Zaza. Yeah, y'all had him.
Zaza. Yeah, I can't stand his ass.
Andre Iguodala, bro. Let's not forget, bro. He's gonna be forgotten, man, in history, bro. But
yeah, bro, he valid.
Sean Livingston too.
Sean, bro. Just for them to go from like superstars when they come into the league to become like star role players, that's ridiculous, bro. Like, he probably one of the greatest role players that I ever seen. Like, he's willing to do anything to help his team win, and yeah, but I appreciate players like that. He laid it on the line for his squad.
Harrison Barnes, Leandro Barbosa, Ian Clark, all those people. I think, thinking back from then to now, I think that's one thing we got to get back to, because we did have, whether you think they were good players or not, we did have a lot of players. Like, strength in numbers was our saying. I think that's what we had during that time. And I kind of felt we got away from that when we got KD. It was kind of like I don't know what that kind of move was. People want to call it a snake move on KD's part, and they want to call it a desperation move on our part. But I don't think it was too much desperation, because at the end of the day, we were in the NBA Finals. But I think that's something we got to get back to, considering we don't have a player of KD's caliber. We're missing that. We still obviously have Steph Curry and Clay, but I'm talking about like that KD type player. We don't have that. So I think if we can get back to strength in numbers, JT, holler at us, but we're trying to get you on the squad. But if we can get back to that, I feel like that'll be trouble for the league. And Clay already stamped it. 2022 NBA Finals champs. Clay stamped it, so I think we'll be back to make some noise, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see, man. It's gonna be fun to see.
Just to wrap this up and close it out, man. Like we said, we pride ourselves on our podcast. We all love hoop. We're all hoop heads. We really just appreciate the game for what it is, bro. Basketball is really an art form. I used to hear Kyrie say that all the time, and I never understood what he said. But now, when you're watching it, it's like that's facts. Cause like, bro, this is like you see your favorite artists are in school when you see people paint stuff, bro. Like it's really your own creativity when you playing the game, bro. You just do what you do, man. So we really appreciate the game, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Actually watch. Yeah. We watching the games. We not catching the Instagram repeated 30-second clips. We tuned in.
On social media, bro, there's a lot of arguments that go on and trolling. And it's usually from people, bro, like
that do not watch the games.
They either not watching the game, they got an egg as their avatar, or they got like Lonzo Ball or LaMelo as their profile picture. So,
dude,
man. Appreciate and enjoy the game for what it is, man. Stop the trolling. Stop the 30-second analysis or looking at the scoreboard. Just appreciate the game for what it is.
Man, dude.
NBA players are not robots, bro. They real human people and they're professionals. So remember that when you're disrespecting the NBA player. But appreciate that, man. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in.
We out.
We out, man. Peace.